Okay, here we are in a car. Obviously, we are in park, and I just want to share with you a quick Devar Torah for Parshas Seitzei. You know, it's interesting. I just finished this fantastic book by Akiva Balsam. It's called The Dopamine Secret, and it's absolutely amazing. I highly recommend it. And he talks about these ideas of peaks and peaks and valleys and going up and down in terms of dopamine release and feeling pleasure versus not. And, you know, whereas most of the world we're trying to always chase pleasure, 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 there's actually a trick to experiencing more pleasure, and that's by actually embracing pain, a healthy dose of it. Take working out, for example, where you're actually ripping muscles apart. You're actually embracing pain, and the reward after is actually going to be that much greater. You know, take a cold shower, try it. It's actually good for you, and embracing and breathing through it and say, okay, I'm going to live through this, I'm okay, right? Or instead of driving around 10 times shul to find the closest spot, drive 10 times around to find the furthest spot, right? It's doing things like this where the author describes how you're actually going to increase the value, you're going to increase joy and fulfillment, you're actually going to create more pleasure in your brain when we embrace the healthy pain, when we embrace the discomfort. It's interesting, I was thinking, as it relates to this week's Parshas Seitzei, the Torah tells us, Seitzei la malchama al oivecha. And I was thinking, it's all about where you put the comma, right? When you go out to battle against your enemy, and we know it's Dibra Torah Kneged Yitzhahara, it's talking about the battle with the Yitzhahara. And I was thinking, maybe we could read it, Seitzei comma, when you go out, comma, stop. When you go out, when you're a person that embraces discomfort, when you go out of your comfort zone, when you embrace the new level, right? The Lubavitch Rebbe points out that Shir Hamalos is actually an oxymoron, because Shir represents, right, the songs of ascension, corresponding to the 15 steps that went from the Ezras Nashim to the Ezras Yisrael. And those 15 steps represented going up, an aliyah. Anytime you have an aliyah, you go up something, you go to a new level, it represents pain, discomfort. It represents charting a new territory. So the term shir hamalos is actually an oxymoron, because you have shir, which represents simcha and joy, and then you have malos, which represents levels and going up, which represents a little bit of pain. But, says the Lubavitch Rebbe, that's the avodah, and that's the point, that you can have shir in the hamalos. I think the Lubavitch Rebbe says this, actually. This might be a twist on something he says slightly different. But the point is, Shir Hamalos is that, yes, a Yid can embrace discomfort. A Yid can, Seitzei, can go out, can go out of his comfort zone, do something a little bit different, a little bit that's uncomfortable, do something that, you know, he didn't necessarily do yesterday in his Avodas Hashem and whatever he's going through. Let's say, you know, an example that I'm trying to work on is not to walk during Asher Yatzar. You know, to take that extra few seconds and to stop. So you're experiencing a little bit of that discomfort where your body just wants to keep walking and keep moving, going into the next thing. But when you stop, you're embracing that pain, you're embracing that discomfort, but that creates a tremendous amount of joy and simcha. So through the malos, through the steps and going up, through the embracing something that's new and maybe a little bit difficult, that can actually be shir. That can actually create simcha and joy. So shir hamalos, you're right, it sounds like an oxymoron, but that's the avoda of a yid. So Seitzei, you want to know how to conquer alayvecha, you want to know how to go over and rule over Yitzhahara, Seitzei. Go out of your comfort zone, do something a little bit different. The Yitzhahara always tries to tell us, stay put, stay comfortable, stay status quo, remain where you are, don't grow, don't achieve, don't accomplish, don't do that, don't work on this. It's Elul, come on, relax. You're not in yeshiva anymore. Your yeshiva is not saying Elul. Just relax, take it chill, take it easy. No. Seitzei. You wanna be alayvecha. You wanna conquer Yitzhahara. Seitzei. You gotta go out. You gotta go out of your comfort zone and embrace that pain. Embrace that discomfort. Right, every day after davening in Elul, we're like, you know, we're davening, and then, you know, we're starting to wrap up our talis and tefillin maybe a little bit early. All of a sudden, whoa, the shofar, like, it alerts us, it jolts us. We forgot, like, they blew the shofar for the past week every day, but you forgot it. You know, the shofar has that koyach to awaken us from their slumber, like the Rambam says, and to give us that jolt, that little pain, that discomfort, that whoa, what's going on here, and then helps us to stay alert and to stay alive. So, my friends, wishing you all the best, Hatzlacha Rabbah, and wishing you a holy Heilige Shabbos, and let's be willing to embrace that discomfort. And if we want to get to the level of Alo Vecha, where we're overcoming our Yetzer Hara, then Ki Seitzei. Let's be people who are going out of our comfort zone and doing something that maybe is a little bit uncomfortable.